Promise, 2011, an EXO fanfiction by Rembeck. Chapter 2, Past and Tense. Yeah, back in the beads, guys. I yell again after a few seconds. I take a look back at the gypsy woman who's been trying to take me for a fool. Fine. I can't be any more of a fool tonight, so let's roll, you crazy hag. Might as well, and to be honest, I've had enough alcohol after I left the hotel room to throw out all of my inhibitions, manners, and common sense. Uni, what are you Oh, hi, Meg says as she splits the beads down the middle, walking in. Lexi and Nat emerge from behind her into this small room. The heat is amassing in the air from a small cauldron set up on a fire in the corner. It's unbearable, and the smell, well, it's burning my eyes. Come in, come in, come. The gypsy woman motions for my juniors to sit down as well. She probably sees them as dollar signs. Take it easy, Azuma, I slur at her. They aren't a mark. She just grins at me, and I notice she's missing about half of her teeth. 1 point for your creepiness level, madam. I squint at her, more skeptical than ever. Uni, what? It's okay. She's just trying to con me. I cut Natalie off in a sharp whisper, and Lexi has managed to find her way about halfway up into my lap. I think she feels better and less anxious when she's close to me. A con? This is not. She glares at me. Okay. I shut my mouth. I don't want to get turned into a frog. Excuse me, ma'am. What's your name? Nat inquires. Good question. My name is not important. Cool. I'll just call her Miss Crazy Pants from now on. Sound good? Fantastic. Uni? She scares me, Lexi whispers, and I put my arm around her. She may be 18, but she's still like my baby sister, and the youngest. I'm protective. They don't call me Tiger Uni for no reason. Meg is seated right next to me, and I hear her dramatically sniff the air, and then me. Shit. Lauren Ashley, Elizabeth Suyeon Beck, are you drunk? Meg whisper yells at me. Yikes. She used my whole name. Busted. I look down ashamed. I'm in pain. Sue me. The gypsy continues her spiel. I see you all have heartbreak. It's not an easy thing to love a celebrity, is it? I decide to refrain from answering as I feel this is more of a rhetorical question because, duh? Did you tell her? Nope, I say in response to Nat. What the hell? Did she ninja Google us? Your unrequited loves are in, South Korea, perhaps? I can't stop squinting at the accuracy of her knowledge. We all nod, dumbfounded. How do I see all? I know all. I can help. I like you, Lauren. You have a fire in your heart, much like your love. I see it, but it is fading. Every day that goes by, as he always smiles in the face of struggle, you do the same. Your one shared mantra is fading, is it not? I refuse to think she knows about EXO's quote-unquote powers and that Chanyeol's happens to be fire. I refuse. My alcohol-soaked brain is about to laugh at her. This is ridiculous. And Megan. She glances to Meg sitting beside Natalie. I scoff. And she knows her name. Brilliant. The look on Meg's face is that of amusement. I know she thinks I set this up, but little does she know, I didn't. I let her continue. You have some serious control in your life, yes? She stands up, going over to a large wooden table against the wall, with a cornucopia of liquids, powders, and unknown things I really don't care to identify. You can, shall we say, help control your loved one's emotions. You have emotional telekinesis, in a sense, removing your sadness or anger and replacing it with positive energy. I feel like we're being pranked on one of those YouTube prank channels right now. Okay, she has to be a fan of EXO or something? That doesn't make any sense. Did she scope out my G+? Is someone pranking us? I don't understand. There's no way she knows that Luan has the quote-unquote power of telekinesis. I can see Meg scrunching her eyebrows at her assessment, and she's about to respond, but Azuma cuts her off. You are strong, and yet, the one emotion that you cannot control is your unrequited love. Meg simply nods in shocked agreement, even though I know in the back of her mind, she thinks I told her all about us. Not this time, Meg. Not this time. And Natalie, is it? She cuts her eyes at my British counterpart. How do you do it? You seem to be able to pause your life and those around you. You help them to center before moving forward. You can stop and help yourself remember to live in the moment, as well as those you love. It's unique and a beautiful skill. You're a strong fighter inside and out. You are cherished more than you know. I'm beginning to freak out as I'm starting to sober up. I feel like I was going on an acid trip and then it turned really, really bad. None of us say anything. Tao's power is time control and he's a master martial artist. Of course. This is becoming concerning. All of us exchange wide-eyed looks, on the verge of running out of here as fast as we can. While she's blowing our minds, she is continuously mixing, crushing, brewing different things in a bowl, reading from a book with no identifying features. Whatever she's doing, it smells like rotten fruit and cheese? Perfect. I feel like I'm going to barf, but I have to hold it together. And finally, Lexi. I feel Lexi tighten her hands around my hand I've got wrapped around her, as she's now fully sitting on my lap. She nods. I swear I hear a gulp. You, my dear, are the bridge and backbone of your family. You are like winter. She apparently completes her hocus pocus potion and hobbles back over to the table. She takes my $100 she'd snatched and placed in front of her earlier and puts it in her bra. Okay then. Well, I'm not going to be asking for a refund now. You, Lexi, the youngest, you're able to take yourself and others into the changes of the seasons of life. From the existential death to the rebirth, the endless cycle of everyday life. Just like winter and ice, bridge fall and spring. You are invaluable to your loved ones and yourself. Well, 4 out of 4. I can't accept this. How? I know I'm not drunk enough to forget that I told her all of this stuff. I mean, Juman, he's ice. What is happening? Look, it's cool. You have Google. Anyone can tell these things through our SNS lady. Meg says, standing up, holding her ground. Sit down, Megan Glover. My eyes get so wide, I feel like they're gonna pop out. I know for a fact that nowhere on Meg's SNS does she offer up her last name. Nowhere. Okay, I feel like I need to get my baby dongsangs out of this situation. Fast. I brought them in here, and I refuse to let this woman scare them anymore by her stalkery behavior. Meg looks at us, wondering what she should do. All I can do is shrug with an I don't know what to do face. The gypsy softens her voice. Please, sit down. I'm only here to help. Meg nods and slowly sits back down. You see, even though these men do not actually have these powers, because we all know magic isn't real. She turns and winks at us before continuing like she's in on some kind of inside joke whilst we stand on the outside of said joke. Cheeky. That does not mean that they chose these abilities for no reason. They reflect who they are on a deeper level than most realize. You are their counterparts, reflecting their best qualities to, how do you say, have sweet harmony. Harmony. She's veered off into code red psychosis at this point. Okay, I don't understand how this is even possible. Psychics don't exist. This can't be real. Natalie has an annoyed tone I don't hear very often. You know what? Exactly. I don't know what game you're playing at, but we're leaving. I blurt out as I begin to stand, but she grabs my right hand with an intense look in her eyes. It takes everything in me not to yank it away and punch her directly in the face. Scrappy Wren has been begging for a release, and I'm 2 seconds away from going nuclear. But something in her eyes tells me I can trust her, for now. As I sit back down, she flips my hand over and traces one of my palm lines, humming a tune I don't recognize. Do you see this line here? She exclaims after a few painstaking moments. Curious, we all scoot in closer. This line, it means you aren't on the right path. The path you are meant to be on. Somewhere along the way, you skewed from your fate. Our meeting was not by chance, I assure you. The universe is trying to right its wrongs. You four do not belong in this reality. She lets go of my hand, and I pull it back looking at the line she pointed out. I was not anticipating 3 extra people. Hecate helped me. When she rolls up her sleeves, I catch a glimpse of some sort of tattoo on her upper arm. I don't recognize the symbol. Her sleeves adjust, and I lose sight of it before I can examine it further. Damn, it might have given me some answers as to who she is. And remember, there are rules you must follow. Rules? Rules for what? Lexi whispers. I roll my eyes out of habit, and the sass escapes. Rules for time travel? Duh, I say sarcastically. The gypsy whips her head around to give me a glare. I blush in embarrassment. Sorry. Not sorry, I whisper under my breath. After my sassy remark, I know the others have complete disillusion. Way to go, Azuma. You just lost your marks. I can tell Nat and Meg are on the verge of laughing, but we indulge her just a little while longer, just for our own personal amusement and one hell of a story to tell. People like you and I do not have the means to have a celebrity. It's a once-in-a-million shot, you could say. But I can turn the tables on your hopeless reality. Give you one shot to make it right. Do not waste it. Make what right? Meg chimes in, sounding more enthralled. The past, and consequently, your present and future, of course. Oh, yeah, of course. How stupid of us. The sarcasm in my head voice is sassy. This trip will not be easy, and I cannot stress enough that you must work together. Remember how you feel right here, right now. Let your heartbreak be your guide and fuel your fight to your goals. Do not lose sight of your purpose, but most importantly, do not break the rules. Before we can ask about the rules again, she brings out an envelope from under the table and places it in front of us. She stares at me until I pick it up. I quickly crumble it into my purse. Okay, I've had enough. I'm sobering up and I'm starting to feel my hangover and debilitating heartbreak all over again. Screw her for exploiting her pain to make a quick buck. My face is burning with anger. I feel Lexi hold on tighter. I think she senses the bomb that's about to go off. You know what? We're done with this scam, your fake potions, smelly shop, money grubbing, bra stuffing, and your bullshit. Come on, guys, let's get out of here. I quickly get Lexi off my lap and I grab her hand, making sure to corral Nat and Meg out in front of me. Wait, Uni, your money! Meg squeaks. I look back at the gypsy Ajuma, who's got a satisfied look on her face. Forget it. You can keep my money. I've seen way worse acting in LA. Bravo! You deserve an Oscar. I sling my purse over my shoulder before resuming our exit. Meg parts the beads once more, Nat behind her, but before she can push through, the lights begin to flicker, and the ground rumbles slightly. We stop dead in our tracks. Uni, is this an earthquake? Lexi screams with panic on her face. I wrap my arm around her. I don't know, baby. Meg, Nat, come on. We need to get under the table. Suddenly being aware of our surroundings, we spin around and to see the gypsy woman standing with a look of pure anger on her wrinkled face. She's not speaking in English, and I can't distinguish the language. I instinctively grab Meg and Nat as well, covering them with my arms. The ground shakes harder and faster the louder she chants. I peek at her, and her eyes are rolled back in her head. She slowly starts to walk towards us with a bowl containing the powder she'd mixed earlier. I'm so sorry, guys. I brought you here. I'm so sorry. It'll be okay. I try to yell over her and the rumbling, but it's no use. I close my eyes as tight as I can, burying my face into Nat's hair. She sounds like she's right next to my ear, and so, one more time, I open my eyes. Before I can assess the situation further, her chanting reaches an audible climax, and as she spews the last words, she dumps the powder from the bowl into her hands. All of a sudden, she blows the dust forcibly directly into our faces. I instantly feel like I'm burning alive from the inside out. It feels like a knife is carving into my back, and all I can do is scream in futility. I black out, and it's finally quiet. I shoot up in a panic, looking around when I come to. A small, older Asian man is standing above my face, yelling at me in Korean and poking me with his broom. I'm too drowsy to understand. I look around and I'm confused. When did I pass out in this dirty alleyway? Gross. And it's daylight. I didn't think I drank that much. Damn you, Jack Daniels, why do you hate me?
You wake up. You go now. Not good place. I call police. Go.
I rub my eyes and I try to stand up. I wobble at first, but I catch myself on a brick wall next to some dumpsters. The ground feels like liquid under my unsteady feet. I feel a sharp, burning, painful sensation on my back. I try to extend my arms behind me to rub it, but my short arms are no match for my long torso. I forget a moment when the man begins poking me and yelling again. I try to calm him. I really don't want the police involved. Public drunk isn't on my bucket list, and Meg would kick my ass from here to New York if I had to call them to bail me out. Again. Juicy. I'll go. Mianneo. I bow and I apologize in Korean. He still looks irritated, but he waves his hand wildly and limps back into a rusty door with Hangul tags spray painted everywhere. Ugh, Jesus. What happened? I groan, picking up my purse off the ground. I take my sunglasses out and I put them on. The sun is ruthlessly bearing into my eye sockets. I am never drinking again. I stumble out of the alley and look around. Hangul and English signs hang everywhere on this busy street. Did I pass out in Little Korea last night? Perfectly fitting. Of course. I'm just hoping I didn't drunkenly stumble down the streets last night calling for Chanyeol. Oh my god. I smell the lingering aroma of alcohol and bad decisions radiating off of me as I cross the street. I walk down the street looking for a coffee shop and a place to buy some aspirin. As I'm walking, people are staring. Yeah, I know. I look a hot mess, thank you. Don't judge me. I stop in front of a store with TVs broadcasting the news. Oddly, in Korean? Okay. I guess that's normal enough. I didn't realize Little Korea was this big, though. You learn something new every day. I huff, continuing my trek down the street in search of relief. I walk into a pharmacy and I throw a bottle of aspirin on the counter, not removing my sunglasses. 2001, the man says. Won? Really? This may be Little Korea, but we're still in Los Angeles. In the United States? Give me a break. Just one break. I'm sorry. I only have dollars? I say in Korean. This sends him into a tirade involving me being a lazy American and that I need to go exchange my money for won. Fine. I'll just live with my hangover from hell. I deserve it. I exit and I weave my way through more of the congested street, not really paying attention to anything else around me, just glancing at stores and putting one foot in front of the other. A few blocks down, I spot a coffee shop. Thank you, Jesus. Maybe they'll accept my currency. They better. A few minutes and one argument later, I'm sitting at one of their outside tables. Coffeeless. Really? I mean, really. They wanted won too. What gives? I sigh, taking my sunglasses off and rubbing my eyes. I jump, remembering that we all have early flights home today. Good God. They're gonna be so pissed and worried sick about me. I better call and start my apologies now. I take out my phone. It's dead. Great. I decide I'm gonna try and find the hotel in max 10 minutes, when the ground stops spinning. The sudden brash honking from a few cars makes me wince in hangover agony. I cough, waving my hands around erratically, trying to get the exhaust out of my face holes that's being ejected from the tailpipes of a city bus. I squint at it as I don't have my contacts in. Wait, Hangul? What the hell? I stand up to get a better look. It says Hongdae as its destination. What? I'm suddenly realizing I don't remember anything from last night. Only, I was upset over the Chanyeol Dara engagement. Did my friends come and get me? I don't know. It's hazy and out of reach of my memory. I feel dizzy, like trying to remember a dream, but it keeps slipping away. I begin to turn around in a circle, slowly looking at everything. There are billboards with Big Bang, 2NE1, and Super Junior promotions? Wait, tonight? Are they bringing back the oldies now? I'm so confused. As the bus pulls off, a man bumps into me as he throws a newspaper on the table that I'm standing next to. Sorry, he murmurs in Korean as he glides by me. I wave at him half-heartedly as I sigh, sitting down, trying to make sense of all of this. Okay, Rin, relax. It'll be okay. I guess the best thing I can do right now is go find the hotel and Ask them what the hell happened last night. As I'm about to stand, I glance down at the paper. March 19th, 2011? March 19th, 2011? What? Why would someone be reading an old news... Oh my god. My jaw drops and like a bolt of lightning, all of my memories from last night spark in my brain, crash landing into reality. I gasp, standing up quickly, covering my mouth. No, this can't be. No, this is a joke. Ma'am, 실례합니다. What's the date? 제발, please? I beg in Korean and English to the first person I see. March 19th, she says, looking at me like I have two heads. 아니요, no. The year. What's the year? Are you drunk? 2011. No. I keep repeating as she walks away quickly. My brain is malfunctioning. For the next 15 minutes, I pace asking every person who walks by what year it is, and every time they say 2011. What happened to me? I scream, staggering backwards. Oh my god, Lexi, Meg, Natalie, where are they? Jesus Christ! I start bolting down the street to find the alley I woke up in. They are my priority right now. As I'm weaving through the clogged streets, it's freezing, and I'm dressed in California winter clothing. I shove my hands into my pockets to warm them, and my hands hit something paper and folded. I slow down to a fast walk, and I pull it out. An envelope. The one Doctor Who was Juma gave us last night. I feverishly tear it open, and the first line reads, "Welcome back to 2011, dearies. Follow the rules. Good luck." Good luck? Make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. And until next time, remember, be careful what you wish for.